Welcome to Central Christian Church Bible Story Time. My name is Miss Nikki, and each week I'm going to share with you a true story from the Bible. The Bible is a big book made up of a lot of little books written by a variety of people who were inspired by God to tell His story. Because they were inspired and instructed by God, we know that these stories are true, and when we read them, we learn about who God is, why He created us, and what He wants for our lives. Our Bible story today is about two brothers named Cain and Abel. They were the sons of Adam and Eve. Cain was the older brother, and Abel was the younger brother. When they grew up, Cain became a farmer, and Abel became a shepherd. When it was time for the harvest, Cain brought some of his crops as a gift to the Lord. Abel also brought a gift to the Lord, the very best lamb of his flock. The Lord accepted the gift from Abel, but did not accept the gift from Cain. The Bible doesn't tell us why the Lord did not accept Cain's gift. Perhaps Cain did not give the best he had, or maybe his heart was not in the right place when he gave his gift to God. But whatever the reason, the Lord did not find Cain's gift acceptable. Instead of stopping to think about why God wasn't pleased with his gift, the Bible tells us that Cain became sad and angry. We're about to see how Cain's feelings got out of control and led him to make a very bad decision. You know, God gave us feelings, and they're not bad things. But when we're feeling very angry or very sad or very jealous, it's important for us to cool down and not act on those feelings. Those feelings, if we let them, can lead us to make very bad decisions that can hurt ourselves or others. God gave us hearts to feel with, but He also gave us brains to think with and a conscience to help us know right from wrong. When we are feeling very sad or very angry, it's important for us to remember to use our brains and to listen to our conscience before we do something sinful. When the Lord was not pleased with Cain's gift, He looked at Cain's face and asked, "Why are you so angry, and why do you look so sad?" The Lord continued saying, "You will be accepted if you do what is right. And if you don't do what's right, sin is lying in wait for you, ready to pounce. It's out to get you. You've got to master it." God was trying to warn Cain against letting his anger get out of control. When we make choices only based on our feelings and emotions, we often sin. That means we do something that is wrong and does not please God. When your brother calls you a name and it makes you so angry that you punch him in the gut, that's not okay. When your sister gets on the A honor roll, but you only made the B honor roll, you call her an ugly name and that hurts her feelings. That's not okay either. Cain heard the Lord's warning about acting out of anger, but he did not listen. The Bible tells us that sometime later, Cain said to Abel, "Let's go out into the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother and killed him. Cain's anger had taken total control of his life. God knew what Cain had done, and He knew that Cain must be punished. "Your brother's blood is still on the ground. Your punishment is that nothing you plant in the ground will grow. You will just wander around the earth, finding food where you can." That's what God said to Cain. Wow. Cain had an opportunity to do the right thing, but he chose to let his ugly feelings and his anger rule him, and he killed his brother. God was so sad that Cain had done such a terrible thing. Now, it's important for us to understand that God did not stop loving Cain because of what he did. God still loved Cain, but just like when Adam and Eve sinned, there was a hard consequence for what Cain had done. Even though Cain had a hard consequence, God continued to watch over him, and he even protected him throughout his life and wouldn't let anyone else hurt him. God is not happy when we make wrong choices. He wants what is best for us, and sin leads to hard consequences like pain, sadness, and loneliness. But even when he is unhappy with what we have done, he never stops loving or caring for us. Next week, we're going to learn about Noah. He was a man who chose to follow God even when no one else in the world did. Until then, I want you all to know that God created you. He loves you no matter what and wants you to talk to him, read his word, and follow his ways. I also want you to know that people who love God love you. If you live in Brownsville and don't go to church, I hope you'll come see us at Central Christian or watch our live stream on Facebook every Sunday. If you don't live nearby, I hope you and your family will find a church where people love Jesus and will share his love with you. Remember, God created you very special and unique. He loves you very much and wants you to know him and follow his ways. Check back next week for another Bible story time at Central Christian Church. Bye-bye.